Right then, latest Manchester United news. In this video, we'll be talking about Jadon Sancho latest, Zubimendi deal off, as well as SANDER Berge latest and other Manchester United news. So let's start off by talking about the midfield situation. So Manchester United continuing their pursuit of Burnley midfielder SANDER Berge this summer. United could tie Berge down to a contract worth 100k per week. Berge is understood to be excited about the possibility of playing the theatre of dreams on a bumper contract. Berge's dream would only be moved to Manchester United if Manchester United can get close to hitting Burnley's asking price of 30 million for Berge, eyeing a bid for the Norwegian. The Old Trafford club are already understood to have made contact with Berge representatives. United will be prepared to fork out 20 million for the Norway international. Now, for me, listen, if SANDER Berge is not a good player, if I'm honest with you. He's a decent player. He's probably an average. I don't think he's even better than McTominay, to be honest with you. I think he's an average midfielder at best. I think with what Manchester United need, he doesn't really fit the requirements of what we need at this current moment. I think he is a very, very good player. But I'd rather have McTominay over him. I think we've gone from Ugarte's for Foreigners all the way down to SANDER Berge, and it is a huge drop-off. I don't think SANDER Berge will massively improve our midfield. And a 100k bumper contract would not be beneficial for me at Manchester United. I think it would be a no from me. Like there's other midfielders out there. I don't think for me SANDER Berge will be the one fitting for that Manchester United role. On other midfielders, Zubimendi. I mean, Manchester United have messed up on the midfield situation, definitely. Zubimendi looks like he's off to Liverpool, with Liverpool interested in making a bid. Now, that's another midfield that we've left out of. Fabrizio Romano has reported that Manchester United have had no official contact over the deal for Fana yet. There's been no formal approach, so we don't know what's going to happen with the midfield situation. We've got literally 3 weeks to get a deal done for a midfielder before the transfer window closes, and if we don't, this window would be a huge failure for Manchester United. So we really need to get a midfielder in. Jadon Sancho situation. Manchester United have still not received a bid from PSG for Sancho, despite interest. Sancho's future remains open, and he could still potentially leave United in the last few weeks with an important proposal. The decision will be up to the club and Ten Hag. PSG had taken the temperature of Manchester United for Jadon Sancho, did not go any further. As it stands, Sancho is now a hot topic for the Parisian side. So Sancho looks to be off the list for Manchester United at this current moment. Listen, that deal's off. I don't think Sancho will ultimately end up staying. I don't think he's on the priority for Manchester United players to leave the club. At this current moment, there's other players out there that I'd much rather see. Manchester United obviously want to see here the club. Listen, let's see what happens with that situation. I do certainly think it's very, very interesting what happened with the Sancho situation, because it looked like him and Erik ten Hag have kind of solved the beef that they had. They're going to continue to work through it. Sancho looks confident in training. He's back with his friends, and it does look pretty like a good atmosphere. He said the vibes are positive. He just can't wait to be playing again for Manchester United. So that's the latest on the Jadon Sancho thing. Frenkie de Jong, again, more info has come out on him. Manchester United obviously contacted Frenkie de Jong and his agent over a move. He wants to come to Manchester United. Listen, let's see what happens with that. I think Frenkie de Jong is another move Manchester United have been linked to since really Erik ten Hag took over. He's obviously a player that is massively adored and wanted by Erik ten Hag, but I just don't think Manchester United have the funds to get a deal for that done. I think the wage reports that he is now willing to take a wage cut to move to Manchester United, which I think would be highly unlikely, but reports are saying that he will take a wage cut. Let's see what happens. Will he actually? Don't know. No one actually knows. I think he's one of the highest paid players in the La Liga, and would he actually come to Manchester United is the kind of issue there. But the next thing I want to discuss, again, Zubimendi. Liverpool exploring the deal to sign Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Not an easy deal. At 60 million, release clause need to be paid in full if Liverpool can't be agreed. Liverpool would also need to convince him to leave, which other clubs obviously haven't done yet. So Zubimendi is very interesting, that deal. Manchester United haven't really made any official complaints to him anyway. So let's see what happens with that situation with Zubimendi. Now McTominay, that deal looks to be off with Manchester United, with Fulham expected not to bid again for Scott McTominay. So that is very interesting. I think McTominay, we were hoping that Fulham would made a third bid. They're obviously not. They're turning their options elsewhere now. And Manchester United have massively kind of screwed up on this McTominay deal. Yes, we shouldn't have taken the money less in what he's worth, but still it's looking like we're not going to get a good deal done now for this McTominay deal. And I think he will be someone who stays at Manchester United, runs down his final year, and will probably end up getting another contract at Manchester United. But let's see what happens. This has been the latest news. Thanks for watching. Peace.